All right, welcome. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Tonight's our November 9th, 2023, regular town board meeting. At this point, I'd like to ask you to rise, please. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, as many of you know, we have visitors who wish to speak in the beginning. We also have public comment at the end. So at this point, I'll ask if we have any visitors who'd like to approach the board. And if so, ask you to come forward. Jim, come on up.
Jim Murray, 126 McChesney Avenue.
And then wait around.
126 McChesney Avenue, Troy. I'm here regarding the request by Walmart to do an amendment to the Plan Development District. As you probably know, since I spoke last month, I'm against it. We have opening. Excuse me. Oh, I thought you said something.
I haven't said anything yet.
So, one of the things and you may be able to answer this, Mr. Trout, I don't know, is the three things they're requesting. Is this an all or nothing? So can the board say to them, well, we don't mind you putting lawnmowers out front with the groceries, but containers, maybe we want to revisit that. Can that happen?
Oh, I think so. I don't see why not.
Okay. So that's what I'd like you to do. I have no problem with the groceries on the side. I have no problem with lawnmowers out front in the spring. I mean, they've been doing it pretty much anyway. So the containers, though, are an issue. They're loud. You might think they're just sitting there. Well, they're coming in and out. And sometimes it's during the day. Sometimes it's 10 o'clock at night. This morning was 5:30 a.m. Clunk, beep, 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 clunk. So if you have to let them put the containers there, why are we going to put them in front of the 4 residences on McChesney Avenue? And it's not only McChesney Avenue. I had one neighbor come to me who's 3 houses in on Riccardi and say, how do you sleep at night? He said, well, you get used to it, but you also have a noise machine and you have a fan. And that helps.
Right now, the construction,
Yeah,
they're saying, right?
it's,
What?
I was told by Danella, who was the store manager who was here last time, I don't know if she's here tonight,
Right.
that there would not be nighttime noise. It would be a rarity. Well, that didn't turn out to be true. And just so you know, and you probably know this, stocking, their shift for stocking is from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So those trailers or containers are going to be used for stocking. So when is it going to happen? At night. So thank you for your time. Hopefully you can split this up so that we don't have to go through the whole process, but.
All good points.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Jim. Anybody else? Come on up.
Bill, I was just wondering,
Excuse me, can you please state your name and your address for the
Oh, sure.
minutes?
Greg Bejan, 511 McChesney Avenue Extension. I was just wondering if tonight they're going to be speaking about the moratorium. Will that be tonight, or that it would be? Okay, thank you.
All right. Anybody else at this point? Tom, come on up. Your name and address.
Tom McGrath, 1703 and Y7. Budget was different. This is town board. Just want to congratulate you and Mark and Jim on your victories, and sorry, Rebecca, on your victories in the campaign. I know Jen and Evelyn extend their congratulations as well. Unfortunately, neither of them could be here. They have family emergencies. Congratulations, and we all hope that you serve the town well.
That was very, very nice. Thank you, John. And on that same note, we do appreciate you taking the time and the other people taking, Jennifer, everyone taking the time to go door to door, talk to people, get literature out, bring the issues out. takes, it's nice to have, I say it's competition. Some people say it's nice not to have competition. I'm okay, so people can have a choice, and whether they, however they vote, they get different options and stuff. So I thank you for taking your time and effort, because I don't take you away from your kids and everything else. So, thank you. Come on up.
Michael, through your party lane, I just kind of want to reiterate kind of what Jim was saying about the Walmart situation. I understand construction is a thing, and you gotta, update and do something temporarily. It wasn't until, in the recent, I guess, month, my wife asked him, like, "Did you hear that?" I said, "Yeah, I hear it all the time." And I happened to be outside, and I asked him about it. I said, "Look, does that kind of ever go away?" He said, "Well, no, you should go to the board meeting, because they're talking about potentially either allowing it or not. Or you can bring it to. I will say, it is loud, and it's at night. I mean, I go to work, I leave usually 4 o'clock in the morning, go to work. When you're hearing it throughout the night, your kids come to your room, like, "Hey, Dad, what's going on?" They think there's under attack or whatever. So it is significant. I know there's a lot of other neighbors that aren't here tonight that have the same feeling. So just really I agree with what Jim said. You can put out front what you're doing as far as lawnmowers and the groceries on site. That doesn't stop it. There are no issues there. But the noise is kind of a concern.
Yeah.
So I just.
All right, thanks, Mike. I understand that. I mean, I got a dairy farm, and I live half-mile away, and we got backup beepers on our payloader that starts at 2:30 in the morning. We don't have a lot of neighbors up there, but I can hear backup beepers. Up until a few years ago, when I started wearing hearing aids, you guys aren't quite there yet, so that's a half-mile away. So I totally understand what you're saying. And, yeah, the simple thing was, I told my brother, just unhook the damn things. He said, "Oh yeah, OSHA would love something like that." You can't do that. All right, anybody else at this point? If not, we'll move right into business. All right, gentlemen, minutes of previous meeting. The regular town board meeting, 9/14. Number 2, the special meeting minutes we got on 10/12, and a regular town board meeting on 10/12.
Motion to approve?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Town clerk report. Rebecca, are you doing that tonight?
Yes. Hold on, this is my first one. I don't know if I printed it. Okay, can I go last? I don't think I printed my report.
You have it?
No, that's not it. There's a cheat sheet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, I'm turning red.
We'll come back.
We can come back to you.
Please.
You sure one of your friends didn't take them out, take the report out of your staff? We can blame Bill, of course.
He's out of the
Get
room.
out of the room. All right, highway. Mr. Bailey, come on up.
Oh my God.
You're doing good. You're
I'll stumble
doing.
around for a while, I'll give you a
You
little
are.
time.
To be honest, you really didn't take office yet to the first of the year.
That's right.
You're still.
Let's not forget.
Last month I was a little slack in putting the thing together, so I made a short one, including in the packages. To highlight that, we did some ditching on East Road, quite a lot of it. Over on Gator Hill Road, we did a bunch of ditching. On MacArthur, we did both sides of the road all the way to shorter road, but we did the whole thing and ended up paving it too. Up on South Road, where there's a large ditch, we did a lot of tree cutting back, tremendous amount of cutting back and softening that ditch. It worked out really well. Guys worked hard at it. Be nice to see how that holds together. So on Wildwood Lane, I'm saying that right. We rebuilt that whole road, both sides, ditches, cut all the trees back for the gentleman, and put new pressure line down on it. Really not real nice, looks kind of laneish. We mowed the lakeside over here, just to clean that up for the year. Mowed up at Seek Lane and the Seek Road, Grandville. Did a couple of catch basins in there. That was, September. Now for the meet. October. Actually, we had 5 men for 1 day. Brush pickup, the weekly thing during the middle of the month. We had 6 men for 4 days. Installing plows and fixing plows and starting the process to get ready for pound. We had 2 men for 4 days doing that. Forest Park. We had to mow that up, get that ready for its yearly tour.
Got everybody else.
Recycled poles, we did, 1 man did that, that's once or twice a week for half day each time, for 5 days doing that. We finally got the leaf trucks out there going, we had 5 men on the crew, about 10 days of doing that, I put 20 days there. The crews out working, both trucks, both leaf packs are working real well, the leaves are coming up well this year. It's a lot better than last year when we just had 1 machine. Started finishing up paving, we paved Ledgewood and Hickory and Lindsay Drive. That took 14 minutes, 2 days. All the milling and backfilling and all that around that took 6 men for a day. Over on 5 Riccardi, we had a little bit of a drainage problem that we completed and fixed to get a happy homeowner. So we got a happy homeowner. Yesterday, we were lucky enough that we got some good weather. Keys Lane got the parking lot paved and the Keys Lane redone, stripe complete, and that'll complete our paving for the year. Worked out very well.
Came in 10,000 under budget.
I'm gonna leave that for you. Once again, I'd like to extend my thanks to Rensselaer County and Dave Anthony. Every time I call him, he sends a paper through, and his crew, his men, they come and they work very, very hard to accomplish a lot of work, save a ton of money for the town. The town of Scottsdale, the town of Grafton, the town of Pittston send trucks. A paving day, probably 30 guys involved in it. And all these guys just come together and do it. I'm afraid someday I'm gonna have to pay that bill by going and helping them, but we sure hope. In 2 days of paving, we did down 1,300 tons of paving, which was pretty nice for the town. It's just about commercial speed. They really do the sheriff services work real well.
All good, any questions for Mike?
Thanks, Mike.
Entertain a motion to approve the highway report.
I'll make it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Bradley, home been sick, doesn't feel well, so he's not here for the morning.
Town clerk is ready.
Ah, you're gonna wait to the end now.
I printed everyone else's but mine.
Now we're gonna make you wait.
Okay. Touche.
I'm just teasing. Town attorney, Mr. Chalky.
Yeah, this past month I attended and participated in meetings with staff and outside counsel on various matters of town office or conference call or remote meetings on October 16, October 17, October 20, October 23rd, October 27, October 30, November 1, November 2, November 6, and November 7, 2023. Prepared the resolutions which are on the agenda for this meeting. I attended and participated in the public hearing on the preliminary budget, which was held earlier this evening, and prepared a public hearing notice. I'm continuing to work with outside counsel on 2 pending CPLR Article 78 proceedings commenced against the town in connection with freedom of information law requests. I've been continuing to work with a law firm engaged by our insurance carrier to represent the town with respect to some pending litigation. Been working with the building department regarding some pending and prospective enforcement matters. Been working with the building department and the assessment department pertaining to some potentially unlawful development occurring at an existing commercial site in town. And working with the supervisor's office on some personnel matters. And working with Mr. Bradley and representatives of the New York State Department of Transportation regarding proceedings being undertaken by DOT to obtain a permanent easement for drainage and culvert purposes by eminent domain over property owned by the town off 1046 Music Road. And as always, I performed legal research, provided legal opinions, and reviewed or prepared legal documents as requested by various town officials and employees.
Any questions? I'll make a motion to approve Tom's report. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Town clerk, Rebecca.
All right, for, hold on, I'm just gonna. So for October, $6,473.68 will be remitted to the supervisor's office. In rounded amounts, this includes $3,918 from recycling sales, which includes $3,186 from the center and $732 sold from the office. $900 in rental fees, which is 6 community center reservations. $513 in dog licenses, which is 16 original licenses, 62 renewals, and $1,043 miscellaneous fees that cover $383 from vital statistics, $310 from peddlers permits, and $350 is received from DEC licenses, which is our cut of $5,937.82 in sales. Of course, we're encouraging people, and you may have already seen the sign down by the recycling center that you are required to have a pass, the resident sticker for leaf and branch, brush dropping, and also, of course, the recycling center itself. And it's the same pass that will be used for the town beach going forward. Thank you, everybody, for the support. I appreciate I'm excited to become your new town clerk as of January 1st next year. So I just want to say thank you. We had a pretty smooth election process from people signing up to work the polls, which is very helpful because it can't happen without people working. But otherwise, just thank you for your support.
Thank you. Entertain a motion for to approve Rebecca's report.
I'm gonna make it.
You got 3 people.
All right.
Offer
Thanks,
in a
Mark.
second. I couldn't get one in my report. Easy now. Sorry about the stickers. I was here a couple weeks ago in the office, and I saw the vehicle go by with a trailer on it, loaded with brush. I mean, a big load of brush. Pretty good size young lady driving, and I was surprised that she went that way. She went up Route 7, and as I was talking, I looked, and she circled, went back up to the tile. So I jumped in the truck and went up, and she was quickly unstrapping everything, and I said, I got to ask you, where are you from? She's unhooking everything. So to make a long story short, like Carriage Avenue, or we had carriages. Trying to figure out where that carriage was, So I said, that's Brunswick, right? Well, my boyfriend told me to bring this up, and we got a guy taking trees down. And she said, you're not gonna make me leave. I said, well, we just spent like $60,000 to grind that brush that we pick up. So what happened was, I called Tracy. I said, do me a favor, just check the map. Maybe after all these years, I forgot a road or something. Meantime, turn around, she already dumped it off. Then I went back to her. I said, will you tell me how you got here? I went by Stewart's. I said, it was Stewart's on every corner. Which Stewart's? Coming up Lansingburg. So she was from Cahoes, made a long story short. And she knew exactly what was going on. Her boyfriend told her to bring it over here. So that's why we had a big sign made up. Nobody's allowed to dump brush without getting a sticker, which the checks and balances, we're going to use it for recycling too. But trying to get a handle on that because they come in from all over. And we just got cleaning that pile off, right? So stickers are a good idea. Tracy, tell a story. Come on up.
Good evening, gentlemen. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about two hotels that used to be located on Hoosick Street. The
Oh,
first,
geez, let's not talk about anything on Hoosick Street. Just kidding. That's back with the horses, right? So,
it was back with the horses.
All right.
Yes, it was back with the horses.
just kidding.
The first hotel was called the Center House Hotel, and it was a tavern, and it was located on Grange Road. Actually, it was facing Grange Road at the intersection of Sweet Mill Creek and Hoosick Road. In the newspaper that I saw in 1912, it said the building was considered old back then, that it was actually standing there for over 100 years. So 1912, 100 years, crazy.
We both went to Tamarack.
Where's it at?
So it provided rest, food, and drink for people traveling by stagecoach. It was a very large it was a very large building, and the upstairs was used as a meeting place. The Center Brunswick Band used that space for several years for practice. Joseph Allen also used the hall for his meetings of the OUAM, which stood for the Order of United American Mechanics, which I looked it up, and evidently it was a fraternal and political secret society for American citizens of both sexes. Who knew? The lower part was used as a feed and storeroom for the merchants who occupied the building. In 1800, Jacob Derrick purchased this property, and he had objected to the building being a hotel, so he had it converted into apartments. When he died in 1879, he left the building to his daughter, with the understanding that it would never be turned into a hotel again. By the late 1880s, it became known as the Soup House, and this was used then as a distribution center for food for the needy during the period of hard financial times. In 1912, it was taken down by his son-in-law, Richard Derrick's son-in-law, and it was rebuilt as a barn on his farm in Melrose. And I actually I have a picture of this and the other one I'm going to talk about too, which is pretty neat to have, I should say copies, not so much pictures. The other hotel was called the White's Hotel, and this was built approximately around 1816. It was a 3-story hotel, and it was located on Route 7 across from where McDonald's is now, where Midas Mufflers. This was a stop for the hunters and the sportsmen in the area. It was also a stopping place for the Troy Bennington stagecoach in the 1850s. By the 1900s, it was known as the White's Hotel. This hotel was also converted into family apartments. The wagon shed from the Roadhouse days was replaced with a tea room. Organizations like the Bluebird Social Club would hold installation dinners and dances there. But on May 20th, 1941, flames were seen coming from the tea room, which was adjacent to the hotel. The fire quickly spread to the rest of the building. That included the apartments. The fire companies that came at that time were the Troy Fire and Eagle Mills, and they only had the water on their trucks because, of course, there was no hydrants back then. So even though the neighbors tried their best to help, it was too far gone to stay. So as I said, I thought it was neat that we have photos of those things.
Very interesting.
Thank you. I did want to mention the Forest Park walkthrough. Thank you very much to highway guys. They always do a really good job. We had to delay it for a week. This Saturday that was scheduled, we got rained out, so we did it the following week. We had approximately 7 people that took part in our annual walking tour. We only had a couple of goth-like people. It wasn't too crazy, so I think everybody enjoyed it.
70.
Yeah, 70, you said 70.
No, approximately, I'm sorry, yeah, 70. God, not
I
70.
got thinking, wow.
Yeah.
No, seven-
Yeah,
seven.
lose a little interest
Yes,
there.
70. And I just want to mention that the Historical Society is going to be having a program on Tuesday, November 14th about the Morrison Farm, the 250 years of agriculture. Chris Kelly, the town historian of Scotticoke, and Zach, the co-owner of Laughing Earth, along with his daughter and wife, are going to discuss the past and present of the 170-acre farm.
Very interesting. Thank you. Motion approved, Tracy's report? All in favor? Aye. Tom, come on up, tell us about your site.
Good evening. Recycling report for October, blue bags purchased at the center. We had $393 for $1,179. Purple bags purchased at the center, we had 143 at $2 for $286. Food bags purchased from vendors, we had 800 for $2,040. Baled cardboard, 2.38 tons at a penny a pound for $47.60. And miscellaneous larger than small appliances, we had 16, 13 TVs, 7 tires, 2 dehumidifiers for $413. That gave us revenues of $3,965. The general expenses, the refuse landfill was 6.12 tons at $85 a ton for $1,850. Single stream recycling, 10.62 tons at $50 a ton for $531. And that gave us expenses of $2,381. We recycled and landfilled for October 29.12 tons. It's a little down.
Still good.
We've been down a few months in a row.
Yeah.
Okay, entertain a motion to approve Mr. Inkster's report.
I'll make it. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Brunswick Community Library. Sarah, I didn't see you over there. How are you?
Hello. I'm here tonight with my board member, Matt Perfetti, and also Kevin Manella. So thank you for being here to represent us. And first,
He's a very nice gentleman, I know.
oh, yeah, they're both really great. First and foremost, I want to thank the town for increasing the library budget to $152,000. This is gonna help us so much. It has been very tight for us to get materials and program funding and to staff sufficiently, so this is a very big deal for us. Thank you so much.
I will say a big part of that was because of you. Seriously,
That's
I mean,
very
we
kind.
can see it, the library is great, a lot of volunteers and everything, but as was well pointed out during the campaign, I've been here a while. So I've seen librarians and you're a very special young lady, you do a good job, so thank you.
That's extremely kind, thank you so much, but we are extraordinarily grateful, I can't express that enough. And this will really help us do a better job and really serve the community, that's what we're here for. So thank you so much for supporting us so that we can continue to support everybody. It's wonderful. For October's numbers, I'll go into the number part. For library services, in October, we had 2,237 visitors. We answered 313 reference questions. We had 174 unique Wi-Fi users, an average of 20 people per day using our Wi-Fi, 178 people using our study spaces, 90 people using our technology. We processed 18 passports. Our items were checked out 7,704 times, and our programs were attended 790 times. Some of the things that we've gotten recently that are really cool, we have had a lot of grants from the New York something on the arts, oh gosh, I'm blanking. Council on the Arts, thank you. I should have had that in my notes. I'm like, I'm not gonna forget that. New York Council on the Arts, thank you so much. That covered a program called Forest Friends with artist Ellen Rapp, which helped children learn how to create nature houses, and also had live music from musician Chris Kaiser. We also had covered by that council Chinese brush painting with artist Zhang Hualu. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And we had an art center grant for live Indian music classes with Devesh and Veena Chandra. We still have one workshop left. It's going to be next Tuesday, November 14th at 5 o'clock. It's really beautiful. It's really special. They let you do hands-on work with some of these traditional instruments. It's a very unique, wonderful experience. So if anyone's around, next Tuesday at 5 is the last session in that workshop. And our very special program for December, we're having on December 1st, our Celtic Christmas concert, which is a fundraiser for the library with musician Jeff Snow. He sings and also plays multiple types of string instruments. Tickets are $10. All the proceeds support the library, and includes a free ticket to our raffle baskets. We have several different kinds of raffle baskets, and we will be drawing the winners that night. And we will also have December 5th, we have a book read program for upcycling books, and December 12th, we will have a Polar Express party. And I've had people ask, yes, grown-ups can come too. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll have crafts, we'll have snacks, and we'll have a reading of the book. So everybody's welcome to those. That's everything I have for you. Thank you so very much. Like I said, it means the world to us, and we will do our best to continue doing good things for the community.
Thank you, Sarah. Entertain a motion to approve Sarah's report.
I'll make it.
Have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Okay, Rebecca, how about resolution?
I'm prepared for that.
You got that right.
All right. Resolution number 52 of 2023, resolution declaring items to be surplus property.
Second.
This is a Highway 1990 trailer and a dump trailer 2001. Okay.
The foregoing Roll call vote, Councilman Sipperly.
Aye.
Councilman Christian.
Aye.
Did you do it for a second?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Got to do the offering was offered by.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I offered it.
The foregoing resolution was offered by Councilman Christian and seconded by Councilman Sullivan. Roll call vote, Councilman Sipperly.
Aye.
Councilman Christian.
Aye.
Councilman Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilman Balistrary.
Aye.
Supervisor Harrington.
Aye.
Thank you. The foregoing resolution has been, is adopted. Resolution 53 of 2023. Resolution modifying and revising the 2024 preliminary budget and finally adopting the said preliminary budget as the 2024 annual budget of the town of Brunswick.
I'll offer it. I'll second.
The foregoing resolution has been offered by Councilman Sullivan and seconded by Councilman Christian. Roll call vote, Councilman Sipperly.
Aye.
Councilman Christian.
Aye.
Councilman Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilman Balistrary.
Aye.
Supervisor Harrington.
Aye.
The foregoing resolution is adopted. Resolution 54 of 2023, I'm ahead of myself. Resolution of the governing body of the town of Brunswick ratifying an agreement for advance payment and authorizing Supervisor Philip H. Harrington to execute closing papers on behalf of the town of Brunswick.
I'll offer it. Second.
This is a piece of land, just real quickly down over the hill here, that the state is acquiring the easement, right?
They're requiring a permanent easement, and it's for drainage and culvert purposes.
For Route 7, and it's basically underneath the stream, and land that we don't use, but, so.
You also have to note that that they're taking it by eminent domain, they're really not asking us.
We're gonna take it anyway.
All they have to do is file the map, and they've got the easement. We're getting $1,250 as compensation for it. They can take your property, but they have to pay for it. You're not, again, you're not taking the whole property, you're taking the easement. And if we don't like the $1,250 figure, what they do is they get two appraisals and they pay us the higher figure, or offer to pay us the higher figure. If we want to fight it, you can take it to the court of claims. We have 3 years.
Okay.
The foregoing resolution has been offered by Councilman Christian and seconded by Councilman Sullivan. Roll call vote, Councilman Sipperly.
Aye.
Councilman Christian.
Aye.
Councilman Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilman Balistrary.
Aye.
Supervisor Harrington.
Aye.
This resolution is adopted. Resolution 55 of 2023. Resolution appointing and fixing compensation of town employee.
I'll offer it.
I'll second it.
The foregoing resolution has been offered by Councilman Christian and seconded by Supervisor Harrington. Roll call vote. Councilman Sipperly.
Aye.
Councilman Christian.
Aye.
Councilman Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilman Balistrary.
Aye.
Supervisor Harrington.
Aye.
This resolution is adopted. Resolution 56 of 2023, resolution directing relevy of unpaid vacant building registration fees.
I'll offer that.
The foregoing resolution has been offered by Councilman Christian and seconded by Councilman Balistrary. Roll call vote. Councilman Sipperly.
Aye.
Councilman Christian.
Aye.
Councilman Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilman Balistrary.
Aye.
Supervisor Harrington.
Aye.
Resolution is adopted. We also have a local law to introduce.
Before you do that, I know that some of you have previously expressed concern regarding a statute, or the status, I should say, of moratorium on commercial solar collecting system, which was implemented last December. Recently, I've been receiving some phone calls and messages regarding the issue. I understand that the one-year moratorium will expire on December 9th, 2023. I also understand that our consultants, which have been studying and working with us on issues pertaining to commercial solar in the town, have indicated that their findings and their recommendations will be complete and in the hands of this town board within the next 30 days. In order to allow for sufficient time for review and consideration of the findings and recommendation of the working group, and for any necessary proceedings regarding the formal adoption of some or of all of the findings and recommendations that take place, including the opportunity for public comment. It is my opinion necessary and appropriate for this board to extend the moratorium for a brief period. I don't recommend 6 months, I don't recommend a year. What I'm recommending is extending the moratorium for 4 months. We have the recommendations in our hand, that gives us 4 months to study and make a move. So to do so, of course, requires that the board adopt a local law extending the moratorium. I've asked for our attorney to do so, and propose introductory local law number 1 of the year, 2023, entitled "A Local Law Extending the Moratorium on Filing, Acceptance, Review, or Determination of any Land Use Application Pertaining to Commercial Solar Collection System in the Town of Brunswick." Has now been prepared and filed in the town clerk's office, and copies provided to the town board members. At this time, I am formally introducing the said local law, thereby commencing the process of consideration and adopting it. Having introduced the said introductory local law, I now propose that the board schedule a public hearing on the local law for December 14th, 2023 at 6 o'clock. This is right here.
What you did say, I think what you did say wrong, I think you said that moratorium expires on December 9th, it expires on December 19th.
19th, okay. So what I'm proposing is the local law schedule a public hearing on the local law for December 14th at 6 o'clock. Do we need a motion or?
Yeah, I would do that,
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
So the public hearing is scheduled for December 14th at 6 p.m.
On the extension, the total moratorium. Get another one too?
Yes. There's a rezoning application pending before the town board. It was filed by Maddo Paddo Inc. It involves property located at 291 Oakwood Avenue. And the proposal is to change the zoning on the parcel from light industrial to B15, which is commercial. I'm given to understand that all of the recommendations are in, the recommendations from the county and the recommendation from the planning board, and it's time that the board holds a public hearing on that. So just informing the board of that, and what we could do with what we've done in the past is you could schedule a public hearing on that matter as well, that rezoning matter. And again, you could have it at the evening of December 14th at
Right.
6:30. So that would be how to move this forward at this point.
I'm fine with that, sounds good. Yeah, I am too.
Do a motion.
Other motion?
Yeah, I make it.
You already made the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So the next public hearing for the proposed rezoning is December 14th at 6:30 PM.
Yes, you got the name of the file, the name of the project.
Not in front of me.
It's Matto Pato.
Matto Pato.
Matto Pato, MATOPATO. And it's 291 Oakwood Avenue.
Correspondence?
It was mentioned during the budget, the meeting just before this, the public hearing. But we wanted to make sure that everyone is aware that Alex Duggan, the president of the Board of Trustees of the Brunswick Community Library, sent a very supportive letter dated October 30th of this year, thanking Supervisor Harrington and council members, as well as accounting staff for their continued financial support of the Brunswick Community Library.
Thank you.
Thank you. That it?
Yes.
Board have any old business? New business? Warrants?
I make a motion to pay our bills. Second that?
All in favor?
Aye.
Further comments? Anybody have any further comments from the audience?
Come on, Jim.
Why not, Jim?
Jim Tatchik, 387 Brunswick Road. I don't know, as far as this old moratorium goes, it's about 11 months without working out the details. And hopefully we can do it before the next month. We're gonna see about that. And about the Walmart PDD, you know, there's no information in the building department office about this, other than there's a map. But there's no discussion of the operation that's gonna go on there. So I think you really have to look at this in two parts. What the physical location of these functions, like the Conex containers, and the summer sales for lawn materials and the like. And then also, how are these things going to operate? For example, the Walmart people who were here last time said there's not going to be any operations during the night. Okay? And then I was thinking, you know, if we put these containers there, the materials have to get into the building, right? Now, how are they going to do this? Are they going to be running through the front doors of the building in the daytime?
I assume they have dock space in the back. Wouldn't you assume they have dock space? All
Okay,
those
so they're
tractor
going to be
trailers
taking
get
the
unloaded.
forklifts
Absolutely.
back around the building.
They can take it through the front door, so I wouldn't think.
Okay, but I mean, there's no statement of that.
Well, that's kind of common sense, I would assume.
All right, but for example, you're gonna have to consider, there's auto traffic through there, and you're gonna have these forklifts going through the traffic, okay? It's just, you know,
One way or another, if they're gonna go through the front door, they're gonna have traffic, and they go through the back door, they're gonna have traffic.
okay, so that's.
You know, what are they gonna do, drop it through the roof?
Well, the disadvantage of both. okay?
Well, absolutely.
Gordy, I'm not here to refine this to the point of perfection, I'm just pointing out the possibilities. Okay.
Well, you know,
And then the suggestion I would have is to go to Walmart and ask them what other stores around here have these in operation now. For example, if they're gonna be doing this for the big holiday push, then they would be in operation now, right? For stocking for Christmas.
Yeah.
Then go to those places and see how they work. if there are any other places.
I don't know whether East Greenbush has one or not. I
Well, I
have
know,
no idea.
I'm just saying, go to
That would be the
Walmart, ask,
closest big store, I would think, right?
ask them if they do that there, and see how, and maybe, you might have to go there, somebody might have to go there and observe this and see how it's working. And whether they're doing it only in the daytime, and seeing how they're doing, for example, showing these things around with forklifts, you know, and avoiding the pedestrians, avoiding the other traffic, okay? But I think you have to, it's not just the physical location of this, it's the actual operation that has to be considered. And all that can be put into the PDD, into a site plan review, right? Sure. The traffic for these, the hours and the like. That's it. Thank you very much.
We can go look and get an idea of Walmart can tell things, but that company's so damn big. I don't want to use the word, I gotta be careful. We gotta make sure they do what they say they're gonna do, and that if those storage units are located there, there's a big temptation that people moving stuff in and out of that in the middle of the night, I would think, just common sense, so we need to look at that, so. Anybody else at this point? If not, entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make it.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you.